All right, folks, so a little bit different Nerd Down the Creek today. As you can see, Alex and I are doing today's workout, which is the jerk snatcher. 30 clean and jerks for time. 30 clean and jerks, then 30 snatches for time. 95 pounds, which we both used, and we're both going to RX weight, which I just said, 95 pounds. Wow. 65 pounds for the women. So we started the clock at 115, and that first rep scheme was 8. Then we did 7, then we did 6, then we did 5, then we did 4. The goal was to try and do that same 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 on snatches, though Alex said if he felt like he was fatiguing, he was going to go to singles a lot earlier than that. You will see when we get to snatches, we both go to singles right from the get-go. All right, so why am I showing this demo video outside of the fact that it's just kind of fun to watch? I find it enjoyable to watch us go head-to-head because we have different lifting styles, but we're kind of moving at about the same speed on these clean and jerks. At some point, Alex walks away from me, spoiler alert, and ends up finishing a little bit quicker. But the idea here on this workout is if I'm an Olympic weightlifting coach and I'm watching the two of us, I am losing my mind. I'm up on my toes, I'm pulling early, Alex is pressing the bar out, not dropping underneath it, his knees are shooting out in front, right? Like there's so many things wrong with our lifts. But we're also CrossFitters, and Olympic weightlifting has a wonderful ability to stimulate intensity, meaning we can move large loads, long distances very quickly. The core to extremity on these clean and jerks, the big hip action, then we go to the snatch, we are able to move that 95 pounds, the complete distance from the ground to our overhead as fast, even faster than the clean and jerk, and yet we are both exhausted. So the Olympic lifts, as far as CrossFit lifts go, are a wonderful tool to exert intensity or to stimulate intensity, to exert power, to get power output. So as you watch this, we both have degradation in our mechanics. Question you got to ask, as both an athlete and a coach, is are we unsafe? Is there ever a point here where you're watching my movement and thinking like, oh my God, he's gonna kill himself? Or if you watch Alex's movement, like, oh, there goes his shoulder, his elbow, right? If I'm critiquing him as a coach, I'm gonna say, hey buddy, head through, like finish that, overhead position. But as far as the rest of the lift goes, like it's not bad, like everything's there, he keeps it close, pulls a little early, I pull way early, but we are moving that barbell, and when we're finished, we are exhausted. And so if you think about what is intensity, intensity is your power output across a certain amount of time. And I would argue that these two movements in this time domain at these loads, we hit the mark of what this workout was supposed to feel like. And we got short, hard, relatively heavy, but actually relatively light barbell movements that exerted a lot of power output and gave us the feeling of intensity. So those last couple lifts for Alex are just a mess. But again, he's still moving, and the goal here was something for time. So don't watch it with an eye of an Olympic weightlifting coach. Watch it with an eye of, is he getting fitter? Now, I would argue he probably left some time on the table with his inefficiency of his mechanics. Me too. I let myself lose concentration as my plates were sliding out to the end of my bars, but it doesn't matter. I did not move as quickly as I should have by getting right back down onto that bar. Right back down on that bar, right? I take those extra 2 seconds, second and a half each time to kind of do it, and that's the end of the lifts. So, hope you enjoyed it. We will see you on the creek.